really filled the stat sheet tonight. I know that you guys really missed Mo, but when you and Malachi stepped into the starting lineup tonight, Coach Pope said he felt more comfortable because of the way you guys can space the floor. He said, not negating what the other guys bring, there'll be times to need them. What does it do for this team when guys like you and Malachi are on the court at the same time, especially for Otega and Collin, because they really got it going early?
Yeah, it eliminates like a crowded paint, you could say. So when Malachi catches on the block, you have to worry about Collin, DA, and myself. I haven't been hitting my threes right now, but it's all right. So when Otega get downhill, you don't have to worry about help from me or Collin or DA. So really just got to get back to practice, get better. We got 2 games next week. It's a great win, but it's in the past now. Just got to get ready for the next one.
You filled the stat sheet tonight, kind of all categories. Do you think the new haircut had anything to do with it?
Nah, it's accident. So I went to get my hair done, but I didn't have enough time to finish it, so I had to go home and just mess around with it. And I guess it just ended up like this.
Self-styled.
Yeah, I didn't want to, but I had to.
I'm intrigued by your reaction there to, I'm not making my threes right now, it's okay. Easier said than done, right, to like have an attitude like that? How are you handling having your best season to this point, just a couple games in from team especially?
It's really just, kind of preparation, you could say. I'm just not making multiple shots right now. There's multiple people who also aren't making shots around the world. Curry's my favorite player. He doesn't make every three, but he's gonna keep shooting them. So I just got to keep shooting them, and they're gonna fall. Once they fall, it's just the season's gonna be way better than it is now.
How easy is it, like she said, to, when they're not falling, you just say, hey, I'm going to do all the other things. Play defense. You had 3 steals tonight. You had 4 assists. You had 9 rebounds. A breakaway.
Right.
You pride yourself in doing the other things?
Yeah, it's just can't really limit yourself to one thing. If you're not making shots, that doesn't mean you just shut down and not do anything else. And I want to play, so anything he tells me to do on the court, I'm going to do it because I want to play as much as I can. So if I'm not making shots, I said it in the last week too, I can play defense, I can rebound, I can pass. We're just taking advantage of every opportunity I can to help my teammates win, and it worked tonight, so just got to keep going.
We're talking about your offense being more decisive and free-flowing tonight. Do you feel like it was better out there on the court tonight than it was in the past couple games, and did you feel like it was more open spacing for the shooters?
Yeah, it was better. Really just making some quick decisions, like you said, not really being stagnant, making the right play, right pass, not really trying to hold the ball, because defense rotates. The quicker you pass, the quicker you have to move, and Otega can get it downhill, Collin can make a shot, DA can get downhill. It just opens the floor up for everyone. So.
When we talked to Mark after the game about you, he said a lot of great things about your play. Also said that there's still some development to be done, that they need you to be great, was his words. What does that say to you, about your role in this team and how your coaches value you?
It shows that he has a lot of trust in me. It shows that he really cares for me and my game. He wants me to be the best player I can be. So that's improving in all areas, rebounding, passing, getting downhill, making threes, making layups, dunks, whatever. So it really shows that he cares about his players, and I'm going to keep doing everything I can to get better in every aspect that I can.
Adversity always brings teams together, just because, when things are going well, it's easy to be happy, easy to be joyful, but, when shit hit the fan, you have to turn it to your brothers and, really lean in.
Coach Pope talked a few weeks ago. He said, I've really been stressing to these guys, we have to do what makes the team special and not just individuals.
Yeah.
And then over there, Cam said, I'm not hitting my threes, but I'm going to do everything else Coach asked me to do, and that's how I'm going to find my way on the floor. What kind of attitude like that, what can that do for y'all's team, especially right now when times maybe haven't been the best?
Yeah, that's a huge attitude that I feel like everyone on our team has to, acquire. We're a young team, so that may be hard to understand at first, but I feel like we're starting to understand it. Just playing for each other. If you're not being effective in one way, you got to find another way to be effective, because they're going to be on the court, so you got to do something. So that's definitely a mindset that we all got to take. Even if we're shooting the ball bad, shooting the ball good, we still have to be effective both sides of the ball.
In what ways was Coach Pope maybe tougher on you guys after practices since then?
Just focusing on the stuff that we didn't do well. Not leaving the drill until we get it done perfectly. Stuff like that. But on top of that, he stayed the same. I feel like that's the best thing he could do. You don't want to overreact 5 games into the season, so he did a good job of, staying who he is, not trying to get out of character, but, he definitely did, lock in on the certain things that we didn't do well, and, just make sure that we keep on repping it out until it's really comfortable.
Did it feel at all heavy? Like, were y'all going in there with a sense of...
After the game?
Well, in the practices after the game, yeah.
Nah, it was more heavy just right after the game, I'd say. Once we got back into Lexington, and obviously we went back to our routine and stuff like that. I mean, we watched our film, we practiced, but it wasn't heavy, I know we all just itching for that next big game, to go out there and improve and do better, but I mean, we just gotta be where our feet are, but it wasn't heavy.
I think tonight was a great step actually in learning a lot of roles.
I'm sure you've been asked it already, but Coach inserted Cam and Malachi into the starting lineup. You guys were the top 5 guys in plus minus. He said that spacing that you could bring with them two in was something where he felt really comfortable. Did you guys feel that comfortability, and what did it do for the spacing on the floor?
Well, Cam is special when he's on the floor because he's just an athlete where he's so tall and long, but also spaces the floor as a shooter. He's arguably one of the best shooters on our team. So he brings a unique team to that. As a defense, I don't know what to tell you to do because he is so long, and he had a play where it would have been like the most ridiculous putback dunk I've seen in a while, where it's just hard to combat those things that Cam brings, and so grateful to have him.
What's it do for you as a shooter? What's it do for you as a shooter getting that space?
Yeah, well, for sure, it helps to have any shooters on the court. It helps driving downhill and opening up lanes for cuts and stuff like that. But I think it helps our best downhill drivers like Oweh and Zell are great downhill drivers. It helps open up the floor for them and also give them great options when people end up taking them.
Collin, let's talk about you all being more decisive tonight and getting a lot more free-flowing offense. Did you feel like that was easier tonight for you all than it has been, and did it feel more comfortable getting open looks tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was new, and I think our offense was great tonight. Cam was stepping into a new position. He really hasn't gotten too many reps before, which is playing the 3 and the 4 is completely different in our offense, completely different roles, and I think he did great, and it was fun to have spacing with a guy like that who can just shoot the ball wherever. It was fun to have him out there.